Hey guys, so I wanted to film a video today, and at first I didn't know what I wanted to film, and then as my day progressed I figured out an idea came into my brain as to what I wanted to film. So this video is going to be a lot different than a lot of my other videos, but as you all know, if you watch my videos regularly, I am a college student, and about 10 times a day on my college campus, I hear the word retarded. And it's used as a way to talk about somebody, it's used a way to talk about something that maybe didn't work in someone's favor. There's a variety of reasons and a variety of ways that this word is used on campus. Now, for anybody who doesn't know me, which a lot of you are slowly learning who I am, when I was 15 years old and my little brother was 6, he was diagnosed with high-functioning form of autism known as Asperger's syndrome. And Asperger's syndrome is one of the most common forms of autism on the spectrum. And what a lot of people don't know is on the spectrum is not just autism. There's autism, there's nonverbal communication, which can be a wide variety of things why people don't speak. There's nonverbal, there's verbal, there's, spectrum disorders, but they're not necessarily autism, and then there's things that are 100% identifiable as autism. So there's a wide array of forms of autism and types and things like that. And so for me, it's been a learning process over these past almost 6 years. It's been a journey, and it's something that means a lot to me, and autism awareness is something that I think is very, very important. The last statistic I saw on autism from the National Autism site said that 1 in 4 children in the United States will be diagnosed with some form of autism every single day. That's 25%. And of that, it's predominantly boys. There is girls that do have autism, but it's predominantly boys. They don't know a lot of times what causes it. Some people think it's genetic, some people think it's environment, some people think it's there's a wide array of things that people speculate about autism that we don't know. There's no known cure, there's no known any of that. It's a very, how do I want to say it? It's a very difficult thing to identify and thing to treat. We had him on medication for several years. Several months. And the medication, however, made him suicidal. So that stopped. So he's not medicated. He just lives his life. And the thing that really irritates me about going back to the whole retarded thing is that people just throw that word around so casually. It's like, I don't hear people throwing around the N-word in regards to race, or the F-word in regards to same-sex couples. It's just, retarded is a word that is just thrown around so carelessly and so freely, and mental retardation is not something that should be, I think, used in such a casual way. Like, if somebody screws up something, they're like, oh, that's retarded. Or if it's not the way that they planned it, it's retarded. If somebody's acting stupid, they're retarded. When kids at my brother's school didn't understand what was wrong with him, why he wasn't like them, they asked him why he was retarded. And it was hard to watch those kids not understand that it's not retardation. Mental retardation is something that affects a lot of people. It's something that is serious. It's something that should not be just used in such a common way. I mean, I hear it at least 10 times a day, whether I'm in the library at school, whether I'm at my job and I hear customers saying it to me. It's just so freely thrown around, and it's not even a word that is used in my home. It's not used in a lot of people I know's homes. It's viewed as just a profanity because it's such a vulgar term for something. You know, there's so many words in the English language that could describe something other than the word retarded. And that's really what irritates me. I heard it at least 6 times today alone on my campus. And it's just something that when you have a sibling who has a mental handicap, who has a learning difficulty, who has some form of mental retardation, to hear that word just upsets you. It upsets you in so many ways, and it triggers a lot of bad thoughts and a lot of bad memories. And I wouldn't trade my brother for anything on this planet, but at the same time, he's not retarded, and things are not retarded. Retardation is a definition for somebody who is mentally lagging, and yes, he is mentally lagging in some areas, but in other areas he's the most amazing, wonderful, creative human being I could ever imagine. And so when people use retarded, it affects me because I feel like you're saying that it's retarded as in it can't function properly, to me, it stings. Like, I'm taking it personally and directly, and people will talk at me who know specifically of my brother's condition and have used that word in context, and it really gets to me because it's like, how would you like it if you had somebody in your family with a handicap of some kind, and I just threw around a word like that? You know, if I just threw around the word, crippled, or if I threw around the word paralyzed, or I threw around the word, any word for that matter, that somebody who might be physically handicapped takes offense to. It's things like that I think people don't consider. They just say it. They don't really, I know that there's a lot of people who are not doing it, to be spiteful or to be hateful towards anybody. It's just kind of a natural thing. But I think as a society in general, we need to work on choosing words carefully and preventing things from being taken in an offensive manner. And I understand that everyone is entitled to their own opinion and their own thoughts, and I encourage that. But at the end of the day, I think little things like changing that word around in your daily vocabulary and doing things like that are going to help make a bigger impact on this earth and help kind of make life a little bit more bearable for people who really do suffer from conditions like this. And it was just my rant. I needed to get it off my chest because I hear it so many times a day, and I just needed to tell you guys on YouTube who follow me and who support me and have supported my videos that this is something that's important to me. I will link some sites about autism in the down bar so you guys can look into that. You can also donate through those sites. And yeah, things like that. And also guys, please don't forget to leave other video suggestions that you have in the bottom bar. And I will talk to you guys soon.